Ubisoft is panicking. I didn't actually watch this video. I woke up to it playing this morning. I think I watched like the last a minute and a half that it was showing.
Ubisoft has withdrawn their exhibition at Tokyo Game Show, one of the biggest gaming expos in Japan.
Oh!
Why? That's crazy. Because that's so weird.
I wonder why. I wonder why that was. Is it because they don't know anything about Japan and they're just going to piss everybody off? I want to see what they were going to show at the Tokyo Game Show.
Because, like, I mean, this is the year that they're bringing out a game that's set in Japan. I feel like if there were... What is this? They're afraid. Yeah, I feel like, because, I mean, if you're bringing... This seems like such a great time to advertise your game that's coming out very soon. I wonder why. I don't know why. Why would this happen? So take a look at this. After spending millions on art and research and historical consultants and sensitivity readers, Ubisoft insults the Japanese once more. The Yasuke figurine features a famous symbol, the one-leg Teori Gate. Unfortunately, that was a symbol of Nagasaki's destruction by the nuclear bomb. These companies pander and virtue signal to waste millions on programs that do not work, just to line their pockets by pushing the agenda of historians.
There's no way that's real. There's no way. You want my opinion? You want my opinion on this? I don't think somebody designed this. I really don't. I think they used AI. And it pulled from a bunch of historical Japanese photos and historical Japanese monuments and created a thing. I think that's what happened. I don't think this was designed. And I don't remember what video it was on. It was an Asmongold video. Asmongold did it. I reacted to it. But there is a video that shows some steps and a walkway that go up to a door, but the door is not there. The door is slightly over, and like you'd have to like jump from the steps over to this door to get into it. And that wasn't... Somebody didn't design it like that, because you would know if the doorway isn't matching where the walkway is. Whoa. I just saw somebody say something in the chat. That's a really good point. So, this was remnants of the United States bombing, nuking Japan. That's what this left over from. So, like, this was basically... You know what? Let's continue. Let's continue.
It's just a broken gate. I don't think that it's a broken gate. I feel like, what are the odds that this structure... Because if you look right here, the only difference is that this thing isn't there. And then it even has like some sort of thing around it down here. This is slightly different. Like, how many other ones of these are there in Japan where half of it is destroyed in this same way? Almost none. Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was a weapon. That is a gate. It's like sticking into the ground. I thought it was on his back. No, that is a gate. They straight up ripped that. Now, I think it was using AI.
feel like that's like the only one, right? There are none. So what's the point? So, okay, maybe people didn't read it or understand what happened. So basically, what they're being accused of is that they're using a very specific icon in Japanese history that this icon right here is a living monument of the damage that whenever we nuclear bombed Japan in World War II.
I bet they didn't know that. I bet they saw the monument and was like, this is a famous monument. Let's use it. And then didn't look up what it was about, or didn't care, or didn't think about the implications. I actually don't think they knew. And I think they plugged it into an AI.
So we dropped a nuclear fucking bomb on them. It like evaporated the entire fucking city in like a massive radius, right? Yeah, well, the United States did. And so
I did
not
it.
really we too. Well, this is the Nagasaki one, but there was the other Hiroshima one, right? But yes, so the U.S. nuclear bombed Japan, and in the process of nuclear bombing Japan, this thing right here was still left standing, and it was halfway destroyed. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. A figurine of the destroyed Torii Gate has been released. So what they're doing here is that they're
Wait. When does Assassin's Creed Shadows take place? How does this thing exist in Assassin's Creed Shadows if it's supposed to be kind of like feudal Japan? What time? It's like 1600s or some shit? 1800s? I have no idea. So how does this gate exist? Like, come on.
Symbol that is a remnant of World War II.
Oh, that's what he's saying now.
A game that's supposed to be historical, and they have even touted its historical relevance and the fact that they're using a historical character that happened in the late 1500s.
1500s.
Tectone timeline? No, even Tectone wouldn't have fucked this up, because he said it was in the 1800s. This is twice as bad as Tectone. He was off by like 100 years to.
I disagree, because Tectone is one guy. Tectone is just one guy. Ubisoft is an entire fucking company, man, and they fucked this up.
100 years. They're off by 300 or 400 years. I'm Korean, and this is offensive to me. This is like, you know what it's like? It's like if somebody made a
Ubisoft, yeah. This is making me pretty soft right now. They had no clue. They had no clue. Agreed. That's worse, he says.
Yes! This is like if somebody made a fucking video game of New York and the new Spider-Man video game, and it shows the Twin Towers.
Oh,
yes,
that's good.
That's exactly what it would be like.
Yep.
Yes, it'll be like, oh wow, it's New York. Look at the Twin Towers. They're right there. Oh my god.
That is such a good point.
I am.
Whoever brought that up, W.
That would be funny. It would be funny. It would be very funny. It'd be hilarious. It would actually be really, really, really funny. It'd be historically relevant? I guess so. Yeah. 9/11 didn't happen in the Spider-Man universe? Yeah. You're just like, or on the contrary, you show a video of like 1995 New York, and the Twin Towers are gone. You see what I'm saying?
No, not that one.
Well,
that one doesn't make sense.
This is why it matters. This is why people are talking about it, right? Is that this game came out?
Oh wait, no, it does make sense. He's talking about today making a game that's based in 1995, and the Twin Towers aren't in it. Because that wouldn't make any fucking sense, because in 1995, the Twin Towers were there.
It seems very obvious to any person who's not insane that the reason why they're using Yasuke as a character is because it's a black person, right? It was like an African person. And they're doing this for a racial reason. It's obvious. 100% chance, right? This is...
Why do they have to use a historical character for this one when they've never done that before, and they could have had their gay black samurai and without pissing off the entire country of Japan.
And again, like if you look at the studio, half of the people talking about it are like, actually, you look at the fucking picture. You look at the picture of all the people that made the game, they're all white people.
Except for one.
Yes, I absolutely think that they
and he's gay.
They're white women, exactly, right? Who are trying to do something good. And so actually there was an ad that has a giant spider web between the Twin Towers.
They're trying to do something they perceive as good while also saying that everything that isn't this is bad.
A helicopter or something. 9/11 happened right after that and they removed it. Yeah, but that's the thing though, is like that was before 9/11. So that's the difference. Couldn't have made him literally any other famous samurai. There's a ton of them. So there has been a lot of criticism about Assassin's Creed because people view them as what's really the word for it? Colonizing, pillaging, co-opting, appropriating Japan's culture and their history in order to push a narrative that is socially consistent with like their like Western worldview. And so this is another point on the graph that is making a very, very straight line that points in a direction that Ubisoft has no fucking idea what they're doing.
We're dropping bombs all over their culture all over again.
They have no idea what they're doing. They have no respect for Japanese culture. All they're doing is they're looking for a way that they can virtue signal and show that they care about minorities.
True.
And they're doing it at the expense of Japanese culture and at the expense of Japanese history. So,
and at the expense of us as gamers. And I haven't bought an Assassin's Creed game since 3. I haven't liked any of them. Black Flag was good, but I didn't end up buying it because I couldn't find it anywhere.
When you're using something like this that is a remnant of, like, I mean, a nuclear bomb, this is how bad the nuclear bomb was, right? Is that it evaporated people in a way that their shadows are still there, but their body is evaporated. Like, it's like some fucking, like, Thanos, Marvel, like, Twilight Zone shit. Like, insane insane level of destruction, right? Like, the world had never seen anything like that before, and it probably hasn't seen anything like that since then. And so, yes, nuclear bomb, horrible. And so you're taking something like that, and then you're co-opting a symbol of that, it seems. You're co-opting a symbol of that as a way to sell a product that makes a mockery of the of Japanese culture and Japanese history. Completely disrespects it.
Yep. Despicable.
Said, it's like if you made a video game nowadays, the new Spider-Man movie comes out and it's set in New York and the Twin Towers are there. Bomb is deserved. I don't look. It's a war. I'm not talking about like I'm saying that like if you think about it from Japan's POV and all the people that got killed from that, that's horrifying, right? Like horrifying things happen in war all the time, like Pearl Harbor.
That's people's grandparents today. Like people have grandparents who survived the World War II bombings.
Was the same way. It's not. I'm not talking about like whether it was a good or a bad thing. I'm saying that like just from their perspective, it was horrible. It was really, really bad. So yeah, of course. I mean, it was so bad it caused the Emperor to fucking end the war. That's crazy. Yeah, if they fuck up recent history, how reliable is their knowledge of the minute details from their game? Well, it's not reliable at all. It's been everything about it's been wrong.
The rice fields, bro. The rice fields. Listen, I live in Arkansas. I know how rice works. You cannot have rice next to bodies of water. You know what's gonna happen? Your shit's gonna flood. Okay?
Man, I don't know how this keeps happening. To be honest with you, I really don't know. It's funny how how they made every single wrong move possible. could this even be something like internal sabotage at this point? I hope that it is. And it's like, this is what makes people believe in conspiracy theories, because it's like, there's no way that people can be collectively this stupid and do things this badly.
Maybe Asia has intervened in the West video game market to destroy it. Makes sense. The West is failing. The West video games and movies and shows, they're all failing. Not Asia. Not Asia. They're everywhere. They're getting game of the year, movie of the year, show of the year, left and right.
Also in Japanese culture, surrender is dishonor, so for them to give up, that's how bad the nukes were. Oh yeah, no, I mean, because you have to remember, like, Japan didn't give up after the first nuclear bomb. I
drank with men who fought in that war when I was stationed in Japan. They are the best. True. I know some guys that were involved in World War II that say the same things. My grandpa, for one. He likes Japanese people. He's passed on now.
Kept fighting, then they got bombed again, and then they said, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. 2. Yeah, exactly. Right? We had 3. We just made more until
yeah, we had
it, right? I mean, like, that's what it was gonna be.
And we only had 3 that we, the people, knew of. They had other things. I guarantee you they have worse things than nukes. And they could have used worse things than nukes. They decided to be generous because they wanted to test to see if it would work. And boy, did it. Twice. I think it worked better the second time.
I think that you're underestimating the stupidity of liberal white women. It's not stupidity. It is self-aggrandizement. And what's the word for it? Oh, man.
Virtue signaling?
Word.
Come on, you can do it.
It's virtue signaling, right? It's egotistical, performative virtue signaling. That's what it is. Yeah, egocentric. Yeah, it's completely egocentric. Totally egocentric in absolutely all ways. Update to this: Ubisoft canceled all press previews of Assassin's Creed worldwide. Wait.
These people think they have a mission. They think they have a duty to put all of these things into our media because they think our media is trash. They want their media to take over because theirs is better. We used bioweapons in Korea. Yeah. We use all kinds of weapons. Like, what's that, white phosphorus? We can't use that anymore, can we? Pretty sure that is a thing we are not allowed to do. Because that stuff is rough.
What? They canceled all press previews. Now, according to Insider Gaming, Ubisoft has also canceled previews of Assassin's Creed Shadows that were taking place next week.
Ain't gonna be no review copies sent out. I guarantee you. IGN's gonna get one. They'll get a 7 out of 10. Guaranteed. Everybody's already calling it. IGN's giving it a 7 out of 10.
You know what a Japanese developer should do? A Japanese developer should make a game, because they're French, right? They should make a game about Napoleon and then get everything wrong.
Yep. Make them super short. Make them super short like people think Napoleon is, even though he's like my height. He was like 6 feet tall or 5'10". Something like that.
Have Napoleon be like a woman, and it's like some woman from like Cuba, and like have her like, I don't know, fucking like, yeah,
trans.
Have her be like 6.5 feet tall, right? Like have her be really tall, like taller than everybody, and then, oh man,
oh, people are dumb. People think Napoleon was short. Napoleon was not short. He was a normal sized man for today's standards of being tall. He was average. He was like, I think it was 5'10". 6 feet, somewhere around there. The only reason people think he's short is because his soldiers were so damn tall. They were giants.
Have them ride elephants. Yes, have them ride elephants, and then instead of have it be a guillotine, change it to, how about the rack or something like that, like an Iron Maiden. And so just totally change the history completely. Get
It's fiction, guys.
thing wrong.
It's fiction.
And it's like Napoleon doesn't get sent to an island. He actually just like, he just becomes the new king, and then that's it. And then everybody lived happily ever after.
I don't think it would even matter. I don't think France actually even cares about their history.
That's what they need to do. A Japanese studio needs to do this. Yeah, show them how it feels. But I thought their Japanese fans loved Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's what the Redditors told me. I didn't see people see the "I'm Japanese and I love Assassin's Creed" beep boop comments. That's what's soon gonna get me off this platform. Redditors are always so confidently say the weirdest takes when they're completely wrong. Assassin's Creed Shadows is actually amazing. Concord was amazing. All the new Marvel shows and movies are amazing. So the reason why Redditors do that is that, so there's one thing that Redditors don't like, and they don't like people that are smart and authoritative. So,
and then you got people like my roommate who will be like, "Oh man, I love the new Spider-Man movie." He'd be telling people that, but when I was with him, he liked this, like 2 scenes in it, and the rest of the time he was asleep. But he was like, "Oh man, I loved it," because he doesn't understand what liking and loving and thinking something is kind of cool. He doesn't see the difference. It's just everything's the best of the best, or the worst of the worst. Can things just not be okay or kind of garbage anymore? Everything just got to be perfect, or just like on fire, burn it down?
every single time that there is a smart, authoritative person, Redditors find ways to try to knock that person down a few pegs because they're retarded and they're insecure about their own life. So what they do is they try to figure out a way, oh no, this is actually, they're wrong or they're bad for whatever reason. That's why it happens. That's it, not in your eyes. Yep, there you go. They're retarded, yes. And so when I see this, I'm not surprised at all. And so you can see this with any person who's authoritative.
My roommate was telling me he liked the new Avatar: The Last Airbender show. He was like, I'm loving it, man. It's great. I caught him. He didn't even know what happened in like 3 of the episodes because he fell asleep, and then he didn't finish it.
Or has any degree of experience in a field, if you go and you read the comments about that person, there's always going to be comments saying that they're wrong. Because Redditors, like Reddit is the peak, like pseudo-intellectual platform. Like people on Twitter are just emotional fucking vampires. People on 4chan are retarded and they know they're retarded. People on Facebook are retarded and they don't know that they're retarded. People on Reddit are retarded and they think they're smart. That's the difference. Fuck, man. They own that shit? Yeah. Holy shit.
I done watched this. Come on now. Get with the program, you two. Yeah, I think Ubisoft is done. I think they're gonna have another flop, and after this one, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to make a regular ass game, because if they try and make some garbage like this again, they might be done. They might be done. They might have to get bought out by somebody. I wonder who that'll be.